Hello, so today we're going to make family recipe tuna casserole. It's one of my girlfriend's favorites, and where this channel is about teaching how to cook. Here's the girlfriend. I know, she's beautiful. She's taken. But we will start the recipe. I got the pan of water boiling for her. So the first thing is she needs to open up these egg noodles. And we'll get them in the water so we can get started on everything else. Should mention the oven also just beeped, preheated to 375. Okay, you're going to want to take a spoon out of this drawer, stir them in. Alright. Once those get boiling again, we'll turn that down a little so it doesn't overboil. But while that's happening, we have some broccoli and some spinach here that we're going to need to get cut into florets, put in a bowl with some butter and pre-cooked. Look at that, she even grabbed the plate. She knows how I cut things up.
Doesn't know what your fingers look like apparently.
So we're going to cut up some broccoli florets. We're going to break some spinach into the bowl with a little butter, a little garlic. After this is all cut up, I'll get back with you. So she's got her florets all chopped to a good size. I said take a handful and rip it, not one at a time.
Oh, I can't keep you off on TV, can I?
A handful.
It will be a handful when I'm done.
So eventually she'll get this spinach added to there. We'll add some butter and get that softening. Okay, so she has her broccoli and spinach in the microwave softening. You can see she's softening herself with the glass of wine there. We'll have her test the noodles. They look like they may be around half cooked. What do you think, darling?
Yes. Half cooked.
Half cooked, a little al dente. Alright, well let's drain them. We got the strainer set up in the sink. You can return the pan right to the burner. Shut it off for a minute so it doesn't get too hot. And then have you add the rest of the stick of butter that we didn't use and the broccoli. Okay. And then we have a can, some cream of broccoli. Most tuna casserole recipes call for cream of celery, and you can use that if you want, but cream of mushroom, cream of broccoli work just as good. Just going to open that up, add that in there as well. If you need a spoon, you can use one. And then you also want to refill the can with a cup of milk. That right in as well. And if you look in our silverware drawer here, we have a whisk for you to mix that together. No, silverware drawer. Get that all whisked together and warmed. Once you get it broken up, I have a couple cans of chunk-like tuna we're going to open up. Alright, that looks good. So, hit some chunk-like tuna, old electric can opener. Let's see if she can figure this one out.
No, it doesn't have the thing.
I believe in you, honey. No?
Oh, okay, I got it. No.
Success.
No,
Oh, no.
no, only partial success.
Alright, due to technical difficulties, I'll help her with this. Oh, wait. No, she lost it again. Okay, we'll be right back with you with the tuna. Tuna is successfully open. We're going to drain off all the liquid. We're going to throw it in a bowl because we have a doggy and a kitty who are very interested. So I'm going to tell you, Tia figured it out. She opened the cans on her own, okay? So she's going to drain them all out. And we'll give it to that noisy kitty. Alright. Down for the animals. Better get in there, kitty dog. He's going to get it all. Back up to Smeagol. Let the kitty have some. Go ahead, kitty. Kitty gonna try it? Okay, buddy. Now, next step, Tia's gonna add her tuna fish to our soup mixture. Okay. You want to stir that around lightly. You don't want to break it up too much. We're using the chunk light. The albacore is a little bit tough for this. The chunk light has a little bit more of the fat. It's going to be a more tender tuna for this. I'm going to turn this pan to a low simmer. And then now, we need to add a little bit of seasonings. But first, we already seasoned our vegetables. They should already be softened. We can add those. Give them a good stir, add them in, darling. There's our broccoli and our spinach with some garlic and salt and pepper. A little pinch of sugar for your spinach, if you know. We're going to get that stirred in, we'll get it warmed up, we'll give it a taste and decide what else it needs for seasoning. So we have our soup mixture at a simmer. Before we go any further, we got some old hamburger rolls. We're going to throw those in the oven that we had preheated. You can open them up and put them face down, yep. We'll toast these up to make our own breadcrumbs. I don't like silicone store-bought breadcrumbs. And then we're going to get our casserole dish ready. A lump of butter, paper towel. Let's get it all the way up the edges and all the way around the bottom. You can see it coating really well. Doing a fantastic job, darling. So, I'm going to turn this burner off, pull this off. That's hot enough. Get that sufficiently buttered, looks pretty good. So you want to grab a tasting spoon and see how our soup's tasting. Keep in mind when you taste it, we're going to add the noodles after, so it needs to be a little stronger than it's going to be when we finish.
I think it's good. You'll want to add salt.
Alright, I'll take. We want to add about half a teaspoon of salt, about a quarter teaspoon of garlic, a little pepper. So like I said, it does, she's right, it tastes good now, but it's going to be diluted when we add all the noodles. We want to up the flavor, so before it gets dispersed, we have more. Okay, we got most of the spices added, but then we're just thinking, should give it a dash of cayenne, so add that in there too and stir it up, babe. Good?
That's a dash.
That's alright. That's a lot of food this is going to turn out to be. Give it a good stir. We'll give it another taste. Yep, that's pretty good. So now it's time to add the noodles. We're going to add them a little bit at a time. Make sure we don't overwhelm the sauce. We cook the whole bag, but you might only use 2/3 to 3/4. Alright, stir that in, see what that looks like. And another couple spoonfuls. That's good. Use that, then there's only about a spoonful of noodles that we're not going to use. We want to make sure we have plenty of sauce before we throw it in the casserole. So as soon as these pieces of old hamburger bun are toasted, we'll make those into some breadcrumbs and we'll show you the rest.
I'm going to make a mess out of that situation.
Okay, we have the breadcrumbs all done. I'm going to sprinkle some in the bottom. That's probably about enough. And a little more. And then you want to pick up the pan, throw it around, get some stick to the sides.
A little more than a little more.
This is just if you watch my mac and cheese video, everybody likes to have the breading, so we'll get it all along the sides and on the bottom. Any extra you can dump right back into the breadcrumb container there.
Any extra. All the extra.
Okay.
There we go.
Looks pretty good. Now we can dump our mixture of the noodles and veggies and tuna. Just go ahead and level that out. Okay. And you can neatly spread the rest of the breadcrumbs over the top.
Do you trust me to do that, though?
Maybe. Stir them up with your fingers. They're homemade breadcrumbs. They might clump. Still warm. And the only thing left to do is we're going to break up a couple pieces, little pieces of butter to sprinkle over the top of it and throw it in the oven. So, have all of the butter sprinkled out there. That's just to help brown the breadcrumbs. And throw it in the oven, darling. And like I said before, it's at 375, same we toasted the bread at. Should only take about 20 minutes because everything's already basically cooked. We're just going to finish softening the noodles, let them absorb some of the sauce, get the vegetables the rest of the way cooked, and brown the topping, and we'll show you how it comes out. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes. What do you think it looks like, darling?
I think it looks like tuna casserole.
I think you're right. So it's browned. We can see there's enough sauce. It's bubbling up through. We'll let this cool a little bit. Then we'll let you try it. Beautiful. Okay, so it's all cooled down now. We have our beautiful food made by Tia. Since she made it, I suppose I'll do the tasting today. Good job, baby. Thank you for watching K&J Cook DeVoe.